Given what Theresa May has said about how sophisticated this nerve agent is there any chance that Vladimir Putin didn't know that this was going to be used in Great Britain?
In my view, this had to be approved by Putin. There's virtually no way that this could have been an action by some rogue agent within the Russian intelligence services.
So if that's right, why did he do it?
Well, I think a couple of reasons. I think, one, there's a little bit of plausible deniability by doing this just before the elections. Why would Russia do this? It's not in its interests. So he gets to play that card. But most importantly, I think most likely, and we don't know at this point, but most likely Skripal was talking either to UK intelligence or to Christopher Steele and his associates. And if so, that means that this was intended to send a message that other people divulging information will be followed and potentially assassinated in the same way.
So it actually could go back to some of the investigations in the U.S.-Russia issue?
Could well. There's been some reporting that has suggested that this particular individual was talking to associates of Christopher Steele. Even if not, he was likely talking to the UK intelligence services, and that would be a cause for Russia to retaliate.
It's called for a 3 p.m. Eastern meeting of the UN Security Council. Russia has, of course, veto power. Anything that can be done on the multilateral front?
Well, I think the UK is going to actually pull out all the stops and try and apply multilateral diplomacy to the issue. So they're going to call a UNSC, UN Security Council meeting, as you said. They're likely to take this in the coming days and weeks to NATO. There is an EU summit slated for next week on March 23rd and 24th, where I understand this will be on the agenda. And they will probably put this on the G7 agenda as well. So if I were in the UK government, I would be advising them to use all the multilateral fora available.
President Trump yesterday seemed to stop short of directly condemning the Kremlin. How much has this administration done reining in Russia?
Well, he did not condemn Russia. He has a pattern of failing to condemn Russia for its outrageous violations of international law. And so we'll have to see in the coming days whether there is a tougher approach with Mike Pompeo now slated to go over to the State Department. But as far as President Trump himself, he has done everything possible not to criticize Vladimir Putin.